Welcome back to another Ashes of Creation video. This time I want to bring you two different updates. Overall, a brand new schedule for the ALPHA1 testing phase, and this isn't the one that we already knew about from a week or two ago, where it's been moved from June to July. This is something completely different. This is another update that Ashes have sent out to anybody who has access to ALPHA1, where you get to do 1 day a week spot testing between now all the way up until the opening weekend and then month of the Ashes of Creation ALPHA1 testing. Right, so before I give you an update on the exact date, I also want to tell you about what happened whilst I tested the game this last weekend. Okay, before I give you out all of the new spot testing dates, I want to also tell you what happened whilst I spot tested the game on Thursday. So let's jump into that and find out exactly what the testing was for and what we got to find out. Okay, so don't forget the original testing weekend was the 14th, 15th and 16th of May. That's done. We've done a video on that already. Now on Wednesday the 19th for me in the UK, going into Wednesday the 20th, because it overlaps here with the times when they convert from Pacific times to UK times. We got to spot test the game. Now it was announced in the Discord exactly what the testing was for. It was mostly performance testing from obviously Ash's side. They wanted to to run some more stats, performance testing, rubber banding mostly as well. They wanted to work on that, do you know what I mean, and look at that more. And one thing I would say, in general, obviously it was only open for a couple of hours, and I got to play for another 4 or 5 hours, but the rubber banding issue, okay, so we had a lot about that. We spoke about this in the last video that we did. A lot of rubber banding. I got to a point where I was just, for almost 5 minutes, I was just running towards the same NPC to try and hand in, and I couldn't because I was rubber banding that bad. So it's good to see that initially they've gone, all right, listen, this next little spot testing that we're going to do, which is only going to be a 1 day spot or 1 evening spot testing, we're going to go straight for that and see if we can resolve that. And I am glad to say that I reckon for 98% of the 4 hours worth of testing that I got to do on Wednesday evening, going into the early hours of Thursday, for 98% of it, I didn't get any rubber banding whatsoever. So in terms of like the momentum of the fixing things, I think that's a good start already. Hopefully they don't have to keep fixing rubber banding and issues like that, but it's good to see. So initially, guys, just so you know about this video as well, I'm going to put out a couple of these videos. We may do one every single week, because obviously I'm going to tell you about the schedule coming up. We may do one every single week, so long as there's some more new information to give out. Do you know what I mean? If we do a spot testing for 5 hours and nothing to really report on, I obviously won't make a video on it. I won't try and bore you guys too much and hamper you with sort of too many videos to watch between now and when the non-NDA testing comes up. But I feel like this is good though. This is for anybody not in the alpha. I feel like this kind of information on YouTube, on Twitch or whatever, I think it's good to give out, because for people, like I said, not in the ALPHA1 testing, looking, trying to look in and be like, well, what's going on? How's it going? I said in my last video from that last weekend's worth of testing, rubber banding was one of the issues that I found. Of course, it's ALPHA1, things like that is going to happen. But how good is this already that, like a week later, or less than, what was it, 4 or 5 days later, they've gone, all right, I'll tell you what, let's try and fix that. Do you know what I mean? Boom, straight in, rubber banding and performance testing done. And like I said, I play from the UK. I believe most of these servers are like American hosted servers, and rubber banding for me, I reckon, like I said, 98% of my playtime in that 4 hours, I didn't get any rubber banding whatsoever. Do you know what I mean? So I thought that was really good. And overall performance on the servers was also pretty good. One little bug I did find though, when we used the teleport, which takes you from like one side of the sea to the other, I kind of landed in from the sky in an area, instead of landing on the beach where you should, I landed a bit further in, near all of these mobs that were just attacking me, and I was like, oh shit, I had to run away from there. Do you know what I mean? I thought that was pretty funny, but that was pretty much the only bug, really, major bug that I seen from that. But some of the things I did get to test additionally, which I missed out on from last weekend's worth of testing, was the node system. I got to see that a lot more. I ran around all of the different nodes. I got to see, I think it was like level 1, 2 and 3 nodes, I think. So obviously once all the buildings and the areas start populating, the NPCs come in, they fill out the areas, and I'll tell you what, guys, it looked pretty impressive, I'm not gonna lie. Again, we're a couple of years away probably from release, but so far so good when it comes to the node system. It was good to see, because like I said, you can run into an area where there can be a node if you decide to level up in that area, and it's just like a barren wasteland. There's nothing there. You can see where the sort of blueprints are if you were to level up there, but and quest there and all that kind of stuff. But so it was good to then see that sort of progress on. Do you know what I mean? You know, and mounts. We got to get some mounts. So the way mount is working in testing at the minute is you can just sort of buy them from the stable master with your sort of like in-game sort of currency, you know, your silver that you pick up from selling items that the mobs drop. So I got to test a standard horse, which was again good. You know, the mechanics of that was okay. Little bug I found where sometimes it would lock me in the action combat sort of movement, and sometimes it would lock me in sort of like the tab targeting movement whilst on the horse. So therefore, you had to like maneuver the horse slightly differently. So that's a little bug that we found. But in general, the mounts were pretty good. We also got the Firefox mount. It's like Firefox or something it's called. That was a really, really good mount, and I really enjoyed that. And then also one more thing we got to test as well, and this was literally alongside Stephen Sharif himself. He announced in obviously in the global chat that they were going to do some GM testing. So we headed over to the area that he said, and we got to test the Caravan system, which I was really excited to see. Now, granted, obviously, we didn't have any other players coming in to attack us, which you probably would once the game's released. If you don't know much about the Caravan system, we could probably cover that in another video. But we got to test it. So there was probably about 20, 25 of us in that little mini area, alongside Steven and I think a couple of other GMs who were there all at the same time. So we got to see him sort of like purchase the Caravan, which at the time in the alpha cost 300 silver. I don't know if that'll all change in the future, probably. And then out comes like a small Caravan that you've got to attach your mount to, and then you've got to literally be almost stuck in walking speed as you're walking this, or mount walking this this Caravan from one node to another. That's how you transfer a lot of, you know, huge materials and stuff, and it'll be like a future system. Obviously, you'll be open to be attacked by mobs, and you'll be open to be attacked by other PvP players. Obviously, in this test, we cleared out the mobs as we were running through, which was a little bit of fun. And then also, you know, we didn't get attacked by any other players because we were testing it. Now, obviously, just in case you want to know exactly how that testing went, it took us, well, it took them, the GMs and Steven, it took about 3 goes to get the Caravan to sort of spawn correctly. It did bug out a little bit, flipped around a little bit, chucked itself into the sky, and then sank into the ground. You know, a little bit messy, but literally within sort of 10 minutes of trying it, 3rd time lucky, Caravan spawns properly. I can't remember the exact person who chose to jump on the mount and actually physically be the person carting the Caravan, but again, it was good, and we took the Caravan from one node to another. It took us, I don't know, 15 minutes maybe, because obviously it's quite slow when you're walking at like walking speed on the mount. We were all running around, we were bashing all the mobs as we were going through. I believe the GMs and Steven gave us like 2,000 silver of the alpha currency, do you know what I mean, just so we could go and buy some of the mounts. That's how we managed to buy the mounts, because some of the mounts are really expensive. Some of them are like 80 silver, which will take you like 10 minutes to get 80 silver, do you know what I mean, and then some of them were like 500, so it take you a little bit longer. But it was good. So it was good to see them doing stuff like that. And like I said, how many games out there? I mean, I'm almost going to guarantee it now. Elder Scrolls Online, Black Desert, World of Warcraft. When you get to alpha test these games, or beta test these games, because obviously they're out now, you know, or beta test updates, do you ever get to literally physically play with the developers and the owner of the studio? Do you know what I mean? Do you really ever get a chance to do that? Nobody fanboyed and all circled them like some kind of crazy Asmongold stream, do you know what I mean? But it, you know, we all got involved in the testing. He shouted out in the global chat, get down here if you want to get involved. So we did. It was good, you know, it was good to see that. Right, now listen, I will not pester you too much now. I'll give you the date if you've missed these dates. Now, these were sent out in an email. These are still NDA spot testing days between now and when we get to non-NDA test it, but verbally we can speak about it, right? So the new schedule between now and July the 9th, which will be the weekend when it's a non-NDA, you've got Thursday, May 20th, which is what we've just done, and we just did all that I just described to you guys then. You've then got Wednesday. It's always going to be Wednesdays after this. Wednesday, May 26th. Wednesday, June the 2nd. Wednesday, June the 9th. Wednesday, June the 16th. Wednesday, June the 23rd. Wednesday, June 30th. And then Wednesday, July the 7th. Now, the times for these spot testing, if you're in the Alpha 1 already, and you have access, so you can obviously pre-download the client every time, it's between 12 p.m. midday and 5 p.m. Pacific time. Now I'm from the UK, so converting that into British summertime is 8 p.m. in the evening till 1 a.m. obviously the following day. So each of these days that I've just listed there are the NDA testing, but verbally you can speak about it. It's spot testing. I presume there's going to be a different specific reason and focus for each one of those days as the testing comes up. So obviously this one was rubber banding and performance testing. Next one will be, I presume, something else, and the next one will be something else. So you get to go in there and have a little go. So we're now not just stuck out of alpha testing until the non-NDA weekend. We now have some more time to sort of get in there, sort of play the game, test the game, which is pretty good. Now, date after that. So like I said, the last spot testing day is Wednesday, July the 7th. Now, after that, you have the non-full NDA weekend, which means you can stream it, YouTube it. You know these dates already, but just in case anybody doesn't, I may as well chuck them in all at the same time. That is July the 9th, 10th, and 11th. You get to play the game and test the game for an entire weekend. Stream it on your Twitch if you want. YouTube videos, do whatever you want, right? That's absolutely fine. Screenshots, fine. And then following that is that month-long, again, still full non-NDA, where you can do whatever you want. And that is July the 14th to August the 13th. So they are literally all of the dates right there. So yeah, so I just wanted to do a quick video just to let you guys know, just in case there were people in the alpha testing phase that missed out on that email, because we only found out via email, do you know what I mean? So you've got all of those dates there. You can obviously go back in the video and check those dates out as well if you want. And then again, yeah, just a little quick update on exactly what happened when we got to spot test it on Thursday, going into Friday morning for us here in the UK. So again, so on all of these spot testing, so you may get a video from me on, the 27th of May, June the 3rd, June the 10th, the day after all of these spot testing. You may get a video from me if there's something to update you guys on. I don't want to literally make a video and go, oh, hi guys, here we go. I was in the spot testing yesterday. We ran around. We got to level 5 again. We tested some quests. Happy days, right? We also found X, Y, and Z bug, right? I don't want to make a video and just overdo the content. I want to try and make videos that are at least valuable when they come to information, do you know what I mean? For anybody who's interested. So again, if you want to, if you want to be a legend, drop a sub on the channel. We're trying to get towards 300 subs at the minute. If we can go above that, it'd be great. If you want to drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and again, anything in the comment section down below. If you like the idea of me dropping a video a day or so after each one of these spot testing to give you guys some feedback, so long as there's something to give you. If there's not, then there's no point me doing the video, right? I guess I'm not just gonna waste a video for no reason. But yeah, so guys, like I said, if you enjoy the video and if you enjoyed all those, the fact that I got all the dates out there for you and a little update from what happened last weekend, both last weekend and a couple days ago, yeah, drop a like on the video, drop a sub on the channel, check out the description box as well. There's a lot of links in there, like my Twitch and stuff. Obviously I can't stream Ashes until that weekend of July the 9th, so you won't see me live streaming on Twitch Ashes of Creation, because we can't, unless we're doing a podcast, which we might be doing in between now and then. But yeah, so drop me a like down there and drop me a follow on Twitch if you want. We can always talk about it, even if you see me streaming something else like Football Manager or GTA RP. If you want to come in with some Ashes conversation, drop it in the chat. I'll always talk about it. That'll be good. But yeah, cheers guys, and I'll catch you on the next video.